Welcome to our program, Taking Care of Business. It is part of our worldwide Network for Success programming. Taking Care of Business will help you learn how successful managers and business owners manage their businesses, capitalize on opportunities, and overcome adversity. Our objective is to help you understand and apply their insights, then use your expertise in your own business or job so that you can become more successful. Taking Care of Business is sponsored by Consulting Task Force. CTF is a full-service consulting firm known for providing personalized end-to-end business building methods, as well as cost-saving tools and techniques focused on improving your business. CTF helps your business grow and prosper. Here's your host, Joe Chimera.
Welcome to another edition of Taking Care of Business. Today's topic is going to be Start Consulting Tomorrow. The purpose of today's presentation is to help you understand how to start a consulting business and do it tomorrow if you want, or sometime next week, by leveraging your expertise. Many of you have an expertise of some sort that might help you make money, might help you help others, might help you occupy your time, might challenge you to learn new things. And the best thing about consulting is you can set your own hours. For instance, I typically work from 10 to 6, not 8 to 5. So what qualifies you to be a consultant? We believe there are three major attributes. If you have an expertise or a hobby that you think others want to learn about and improve their results, you probably have the basis for doing a consulting business. Now, there may be some restrictions, but if you think about it, if people ask you for advice and you give it, then you're probably in the beginning of your consulting business. For instance, my wife, the name of her company is lessonsfromnature.biz. She is a garden consultant. She goes to people's homes and helps them understand how to improve their gardening techniques, take advantage of wet or dry spots in their lawn, and so on. She can tell you much more about it. If you want to ask her what she does and how she does it, I'm sure she'd be happy to tell you. Another most important thing that qualifies you to be a consultant is that you help your customer get results. Whatever your expertise is, whatever advice you give, obviously people want results. So as long as you can provide some sort of positive result, saving money, improving operations, improving gardening techniques, whatever it happens to be, buying the right tools, and so on, that's one of the qualifications. Another one is that you must have the trust of your customers. Now, I'm thinking of situations where there might be an organization, and it's crucial that the people in the organization trust you, that you're not going to violate some confidentiality or other things. So you want to be careful that you're paying attention to that trust factor, because if they don't trust you, nothing is going to get accomplished, and you will have been wasting your time and their money, and that's not a good outcome. There's some other skills that you might want to think about. They're not as crucial, but I'm sure that you can hone these if you like. One is obviously communicating effectively. So if you're reluctant to communicate, that's going to be an inhibiting factor. But if you're comfortable communicating with people, whether it's in small groups or one-on-one, that should do you fine, because you can design your business as you would like. Often I've done starting a consulting business, and I ask people, if you had a lump of clay and we're going to sculpt it into something, what would you sculpt? Everybody sculpts something differently. Well, the same is true with starting a business. You can sculpt your business in any way you like, and so if you want to restrict your communication responsibilities to small groups and individuals, you should be able to do that. One of the things that you also can hone is your ability to sell the value of whatever your product service package is. Now, if you're not sure what we mean by product service packaging, we've done a program on this. You should be able to find it by giving us a call. We'll give you the link to our site on YouTube. Another important skill that you have to pay attention to, although there are many consultants that don't pay attention to this, is providing things that get implemented. There's very little value in providing a report that sits on a shelf. So what we suggest is that your responsibility is to get others to adapt or adopt your recommendations and methods. Sometimes you may need to help them implement their recommendations. We believe that's the best kind of consulting, and that's what we do. So the focus is on the end result and the implementation. And so if you're helping implement, you can pretty much help shape the results that you say you can produce. So what interests your customers? Well, we already talked about trust. So they want to trust you. You have to earn that, however. You want to understand specifically what their wants and needs are. We spend a lot of time asking questions of people about what they want and need so that we can make sure we deliver what they want and need. And they want to get the results. So if you can find some way to participate in the results, in other words, we call it having skin in the game. If you say to them, well, we won't get paid a whole amount, but we'll participate in the revenues that result from this activity, that's a good way to go. Now, if you're a garden consultant and the only thing you're going to do is help people do soil testing, that may not work, but it's something to think about. And the last thing that customers are concerned about is that they not be dependent on you. As I've used this example with gardening, my wife does not have long-term commitments from customers. She does kind of what I call one-off consultations, and sometimes people call her back year after year, but she's not building that in. I think that's a difficult way to go, but that's her preference, can be yours. However, we like long-term relationships, and we try to get agreements to work for 6 months or a year or 2 years together with a customer, depending on what they need. For most people, there's no licensing requirement to be a consultant. You can start tomorrow. That's the point. If you are giving advice to anyone about anything that you want to get paid for, then that's the trick, is that you need to stop giving free advice and start finding a way to help people pay you for your advice. We have methods for doing that. We've been in the consulting business many, many years, and we know how to do that and suggest you think about doing that even though you're not licensed. You can start tomorrow. For some, if you're in the healthcare business or other fields where a degree or licensing may be required, then yes, you may not be able to start tomorrow. You may be able to start promoting your business and getting business cards and doing the basic things that will get you started while you're getting your licensing or accreditation or certification or whatever it happens to be in order to be a consultant. But other than that specific example where you need to be licensed, you can start tomorrow. One of the best ways that we suggest to get started is to ask people for their advice about your prospective consulting business. So when we started, we made a list of 100 people that we wanted to go and see. And we started out on the list, and it turned out about 10 people down the list, a fellow said to us, "Oh, I can't help you, but you ought to go and see Wayne in Rochester." Well, I went to see Wayne in Rochester because I had a good introduction, and it turned out that Wayne and I did about $50,000 worth of business in that first year, which is a very nice recommendation from Jim, and I've always been indebted to him as a result of making that. So you can do the same thing. Make your list, start going and asking people for their advice. Don't necessarily tell them how you can help them, but what the concept of your business is, and seek whatever information they have about their work with past consultants, people that they know that might want to hire a consultant, and so on. So by making your list and getting started, you might want to take them to breakfast or lunch. We find those very, very useful situations because they're not just a short meeting in somebody's office. It's also a pleasant environment usually. You'll probably pay for the tab, so you may need a little startup money, but your startup funds will be minimal. And you don't have to do it the way I'm suggesting. You can do it in any way that's comfortable for you, on your back porch, in your living room, whatever it is. Of course, you want business cards. You may want to have a brochure. You may want to start working on one. But those are simple things that you probably can easily find either online or from a friend. One of the things you probably want to do is get a checking account. You do not have to have a formal name, although if you do have a DBA, doing business as, your business name, you can be Smith Consulting, you can be ABC Consulting, you can be anything, or you can just simply get paid in your own name. If you get paid in your own name, you do not need a DBA, you don't need to register anywhere. So again, you can start tomorrow. If you're going to get a bank account, you need a DBA, make sure you get a couple of extra copies. The bank will want one. And generally you can get free checking accounts. So find a bank you're comfortable with and get started. Now, while you're talking with people, anyone, if they ask you what you do and you want to promote your consulting business, just make sure that you use the 2 ears rule. What's the 2 ears rule? Well, we've already talked about going and interviewing people and telling them about your business. They're going to give you advice. We suggest you ask a lot of good questions about their experience with consultants and what they recommend and how they would do it, and what ideas do they have. And that will help you get started, and it will also ensure that if you take notes, and we strongly recommend you take notes, that this will help you smooth the transition from thinking about doing this consulting into actually doing it, because you should get a good fund of advice from various people. Everyone likes to give free advice, including you probably. So make sure you use it effectively, synthesize what you've learned, and design your brochure or materials, marketing materials or programs around whatever good advice you get. So don't do most of the talking, let them do it.
Retro TV, your home for classic television. The greatest shows in history are here for you to enjoy. Join Cosby and Culp as secret agent men in I Spy. Ride along the Ponderosa with the Cartwrights in Bonanza. Hit the beat with Joe Friday in Dragnet. And that's not all. Retro TV offers endless fun and excitement for the whole family to enjoy. Retro TV, the best in classic television. Mystery Science Theater 3000 returns on Retro TV.
Ah, good old-fashioned nightmare fuel.
Is he always 100 years old?
That's my spice rack!
Oh. Whoops. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me clear the shot.
What is this, a Bergman film?
I'm not getting smart.
I can't.
It's called Evil, kid.
The Bots are back. Saturday at 8 on Retro Television.
PBJ brings back the best children's shows for both kids and adults. Remember or experience for the first time the adventures of Lassie and her child companion, or the exploits of the Lone Ranger as he battles injustice in the West. Rediscover your childhood with cartoons like Fat Albert, He-Man, and the Masters of the Universe. Learn about marine life and the world's different occupations with shows like Aqua Kids Adventures and Real Life 101. All these shows and many more on PBJ, classic entertainment for kids.
If you ask them about recommendations for people that you should talk with, ask them, would you like to contact them, tell them that I might be calling, or do you want me to just call them directly and say that Jim referred me to you? Can we get together? Whatever mechanism and tools you use that make you comfortable and make your person who's giving you the referral or recommendation comfortable is what you should do. So be sure to thank them, not only verbally, but send a follow-up thank you note. You can design one on your computer. We have one on our computer that's a thank you note. It tells the name of your company, Smith Consulting, and make sure that you send a little note along with that. It's really a very useful tool that you should get in the habit of doing it whenever you meet with anybody that has some kind of business for you in some way, shape, or manner. Now, if there's something that comes out of that meeting that you need to follow up on and follow through, one of the things that business people don't do is follow up and follow through effectively. You wouldn't believe it, but people get leads and they ignore them. And it just astounds me that that happens, but it does. So if you're going to make a commitment to a friend, make sure that whatever commitment you made, you implement. One of the things that you should think about is your marketing plan. You should be thinking about the idea, I mentioned this one-off consulting. What seems to happen to a lot of consultants is they don't have any business, they start marketing in some fashion, they get business, they stop marketing. while they're doing their project or whatever it is, unless it's a 2-hour consultation. But if you're not marketing consistently, your business will go through a lot of ups and downs because your marketing will not produce results the first day. It's going to take some time. So what happens? You have no business, you have consulting business, you have no business, the time period goes by, you have consulting time period, you finish that project, you've stopped marketing, so now you don't have more business going on, so you have another lag in your business. So you have fits and starts, which is not good. We're recommending that you start thinking about a consistent marketing plan. And if you've been watching our programs, you know that we have what we call an integrated marketing system that consists of 4 major elements. Creating awareness. So what does that mean? Well, it means meeting with people. It may mean networking. It may mean Facebook announcements that say what you're doing and how you're doing it. It may mean sending emails out. It may mean a variety of things. But creating awareness is just the beginning step. Obviously, you need to stimulate interest. And the interest is also very nice unless it results in somebody saying, well, let's give it a try. So the third step in our marketing system is a trial sale. And it's nice to have somebody try your services, but you want to retain them as a customer. That's one of the reasons we suggest a long-term relationship. And so as you implement this integrated marketing system for yourself, you will not only get business, but have a consistent program we recommend, and you'll retain your customers, which should make you and them happy. If you want more information, just go to our website, networkforsuccess.com, and you'll get much more detailed information about our key concept, marketing concepts, and so on. So what are we suggesting as far as the beginning of your marketing? Well, the key question we often ask is, who is your ideal customer? It's surprising. We had a fitness center once who we asked that question of, and they said everyone. Well, they may have thought everyone was an ideal customer, but we don't believe that. A person who can't pay to us is not ideal. Now, if they could get reimbursed by their health care plan, or if they're on welfare and can get paid that way, that's fine. But I don't believe that's an ideal customer. An ideal customer is someone who's going to pay their own way and possibly buy additional items at the fitness center. If they sell food or drinks or whatever at a bar, I don't mean a formal alcoholic bar, but a health bar, or they would buy shirts or sweats or sneakers or other accessories. That's more like an ideal customer that we would recommend, so that they have some disposable income. So if you can identify the characteristics of your ideal target market, those are the people you should be pursuing, not everyone. Everyone is just a waste of resources, in our opinion. We've already talked about product service packaging. We referred to it earlier. We've done a program about it. We like packaging. We believe that packaging is very effective. So if you were to buy a package from us, of public relations, let's say, or business stimulation, you would get all 4 elements: awareness, interest, trial sale, and retention activities. And so you should be thinking about the same thing. How does your package help your customer? Now, determining which marketing methods will work best for you may be a bit of trial and error, but our experience is that all marketing methods work. It just depends on how you implement them. So whether you're using billboards, which we don't recommend, but if that works, if you can find a way to make it work for you, that's wonderful. If you are good at telemarketing, use that. If you're good at developing ads and using direct mail, use that. Whatever marketing method you either have experience with or are comfortable with or like and are willing to do and willing to follow up and follow through once you get a lead, you'll be in good shape. As long as you create some sort of visibility, credibility, and it stimulates interest, you'll be in good shape. As you know, you're bombarded with ads every day, so finding what works for you is going to be the crucial thing. It doesn't make any difference which one you pick. Now, stimulating interest is the key thing that the awareness building should produce. So we're hoping that you'll find something of interest we're talking about, and you might call us, you might attend one of our executive briefings, you might look at our website and learn a few things and decide that it's worth adapting or adopting some of what we recommend. You could sign up for a trial of some sort. All those things are the kinds of things that you want to promote in your consulting business. So if your package, product service package, comes together and it includes an introductory price, a discount, something of value at a good price, people generally respond to that sort of thing. If you have a paid seminar, and so first-time attendees get a discount or get it free. If you attend one of our executive briefings for the first time, it's free. We get lunch. We think that's a pretty nice package in addition to whatever you're going to be learning about. You can subscribe to a newsletter or subscribe to a blog or subscribe during a website to get more detailed information. Or you can just simply sell your total package as a total package that has a great return on investment. Whatever works for you is what you should be thinking about. Of course, you want to encourage your buyers to become a regular customer. So it makes sense to us that if your advice has any kind of time frame on it, and especially over a period of time, whether it's seasonal, like the garden consulting business we've been talking about, or simply something that needs to be done every month or every quarter or every Christmas, you would want to build in some sort of a mechanism to try to retain that customer and have them become a regular buyer. So you may need to maintain consistent contact. So my wife has a set of tips that she sends out every month. They're free. If you want to be on her tip list, if you took down her email, her website address, you would be able to let her know you want to get tips. If you want to contact her and didn't capture that information, let me know and I'll be glad to help you get it. Just contact us at networkforsuccess.com or give us a call. So whatever maintains contact is going to be what we're advocating. So you may want to provide special events for customers that you currently have. You may want to advise them about how to upgrade their original purchase to get some better value, some better return on their investment. You might want to send special items of interest to your customers and make sure that they're getting full value of your products and services. I think we've covered what is on this slide in other ways. So I don't think, other than having you read this, I will make much point of it, other than our view, as you've already heard, is selling is not telling, selling is asking. So if you're interested in a topic, having us educate you about this perspective more effectively, we're going to be doing a briefing on it that's coming up next month. In essence, by doing this process, you're going to be developing your own integrated marketing system. And if you want to get more information about how we do it and what we do it, make sure you go to our site, Network for Success, become a member, and we'll give you all of the information about how to get there. Of course, there are other things that are important about consulting, like finance and accounting. We assume you can easily get an accounting package or a financing program that will help you keep track of your data. You may need to assemble a team if there are some things you can't do. We had a woman who was in the translation business, turned down a big piece of business that she got from a major corporation because she didn't feel she had the team. Well, unfortunately, she thought she had to do all the work herself. We asked her, well, aren't there other people that could help you? She didn't think about that. And unfortunately, it cost her thousands of dollars. So think about how to assemble your human resource team, even if it includes your family. And we like having our family work with us. I'm using my wife as an example, so think about how you can do that. You might want to have an effective database management system. If you've been watching our programs, you know that Zach focuses on that. He's a customer of ours. We're advocating you get a good database management system. The operational aspects of your business are up to you. Every business is a little different, and how you manage the operations, the day-to-day activities really is probably more of a personal thing than anything else. Unfortunately, we're getting close to being out of time. So if we are going to be holding a 2-hour in-depth follow-up to the seminar, if you want to contact us about that and you want to start consulting tomorrow, send us an email at support@networkforsuccess.com and let us know you're going to be interested in that. And we'll be happy to help you. Also, you know, one of our principles is to ask people how to get started to get the maximum benefit from the minimum investment. For us, the process is simple. Contact us, come to a free seminar, ask us questions, get comfortable that we know what we're talking about, and I'm sure we can help you build your business. Whether it's a consulting business or another kind of business, we will be able to steer you in the right direction. We've been doing this for many years and feel very confident we can do it for almost any kind of business. So thank you for joining us. Hope you learned a thing or two. We like to have people get at least one bottom line idea out of our presentations. So if you did or didn't, let us know, and we'll be happy to help you in some way if we can. Thanks for joining us.
If you have a successful business and would like to participate in a future program, call 575-RESULT-6 any time of the day or night. Taking Care of Business is sponsored by Consulting Task Force. CTF is a full-service management consulting firm known for providing personalized end-to-end business building methods, as well as cost-saving tools and techniques focused on improving your business. CTF helps your business grow and prosper. If you missed some or all of our show, you may view it again by logging into our website. This free sign-in provides you with many benefits. Just visit www.networkforsuccess.com for more details. Thank you for joining us.
Mystery Science Theater 3000 returns on Retro TV.
Ah, good old-fashioned nightmare fuel.
Is he always 100 years old?
That's my spice rack.
Whoops. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me clear the shot.
What is this, a Bergman film?
I'm not getting smart.
I can't.
It's called Evil Kid.
The Bots are back. Saturday at 8 on Retro Television.
It stinks.
Taking care of business every day. Taking care of business every way. We be taking care of business.
Tune in to Heartland for the best in true country music. Relive vintage specials, one-of-a-kind concerts, and country music's earliest videos. Heartland is the heart of country. The only place where you can find country music, country stars, and country lifestyles 24/7. Heartland, the heart of country.
Welcome to our program, Taking Care of Business. It's part of our worldwide Network for Success programming. The mission of our programming is to help you learn how successful managers and business owners manage their businesses, capitalize on opportunities, and overcome adversity. Our objective is to help you understand and apply their insights, then use your expertise in your own business or job so that you can become more successful.
PBJ brings back the best children's shows for both kids and adults. Remember or experience for the first time the adventures of Lassie and her child companion, or the exploits of the Lone Ranger as he battles injustice in the West. Rediscover your childhood with cartoons like Fat Albert, He-Man, and the Masters of the Universe. Learn about marine life and the world's different occupations with shows like Aqua Kids Adventures and Real Life 101. All these shows and many more on PBJ, Classic Entertainment for Kids.